What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of the It Doesn't Matter podcast. I'm your host. I'm notorious. I am Dom. I'm here with my boy Strap Facts. I'm here with the Dominican Dream, Poppy Platinum. I'm here with the man that chose this show. He chose No Mercy 2002. I'm here with BDC. Fellas, what's going on?
Hi.
Happy Saturday, folks.
How you doing?
We're good. We're recording. We're going to talk about a great show, No Mercy 2002. BDC's choice. BDC, why did you choose No Mercy?
Well, of course, I'm a Taker guy, but I remember the two dumbest storylines running simultaneously, and they both happened at No Mercy 2002. We had one guy who was dead, who was all of a sudden very alive, and had a wife who was pregnant, and a woman who said he was cheating, and you had another guy who fucked dead women. So, we had these two dumbass storylines going simultaneously, and I didn't remember exactly how they ended off, and I remembered that they coincided with this event when I saw Kane and Triple H for the Intercontinental title and Brock and Taker for the Undisputed Championship, and that's why I chose it. That's it right there.
Well, right there. We definitely gonna get into it. This is 2002. Plato and I, we were freshmen in high school. Strap, BDC, where were y'all at this time? What were you guys doing at this time?
At this point, I had just started a temporary job. I had been out of work since 9/11. And I had just started at a new job after a year of not being able to find work because of 9/11. So I was very happy about that. And then this bullshit. But anyway, but that's where I was at that time. I was 26 years old at that point.
All right. I know you wish you had the WWE Network at the time. Relived all the glory days.
That was rough. I was not getting pay-per-views like that. I don't remember how exactly. Yeah. I think I ended up going out to see it somewhere because I just was not getting the pay-per-view at home. It just was not happening.
No VPNs at the time.
No VPNs and no $49.99 to pay for it either. So no, not at all. Not at all.
Strat, what about you?
$39.99 maybe, or $29.99.
Nah, pay-per-views back in the day were all like 50 and up. Yeah.
Strat, what about you? Where were you at in 2002 at this time?
It's funny because I remember I was my freshman year of college was this time, and I remember it more for the previous month's show, Unforgiven 2002, because I remember watching that at my new friend Kenny's house.
Hi, new friend Kenny.
Hey, Kenny.
Box. So, so I was at his house, and we watched the show, and then it ended with something that would lead into this show. Undertaker throwing Brock Lesnar through the sign. So, but then somehow we didn't watch this show. I don't know. It was weird. I was relying on the charity of others, but I was a college freshman at the time of this No Mercy.
All right. Well, 2002 was a wild time. The invasion angle, boom, done. They're gone. We see the rise of Brock Lesnar. He's the champ. He's killing it. Mm-hmm. And we're starting getting, brand splits. And, yeah.
Exclusivity and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. It was a good time. It was a good time for, SmackDown. Not much Raw, I don't think, but yeah.
Well, we covered that in the Best of Triple H in 2002.
And unfortunately, the guy that probably could have helped out during this time took his ball and went home. So
he likes to hunt. I don't know about it playing any ball sports. Stone Cold.
Yeah, so this is 2002, and we about to get into it right now. No Mercy. Let me pull up my notes right quick. I got too many damn tabs going. Hold on 1 second.
You
All right.
What?
Shut up.
Notes. Notes?
Yes. I take notes on everything. I replay everything. All right, so the show kicks off. We see Undertaker sitting backstage, and he had a cast on his arm, and Kane sits down right next to him, and he asks, "How's this week going?" And then they show a video package, and they're showing Triple H calling Kane a murderer. Plot to know, who did Kane murder?
He murdered his beautiful, lovely girlfriend, Katie Vick. Drinking and driving.
What do you expect? The man had a mask on his face. He can't see. It was an accident.
He's a future politician, damn it.
I know.
And I mean,
That's how you hide stuff too.
and technically at that time he had the voice thing too, so he couldn't scream for help.
Ah, so
Yeah.
he was lying about that.
We matter.
Help.
We matter.
Yeah. Right in Knoxville, Tennessee, young Glenn Jacobs fighting for the right to partay.
Wow, he said. Good thing
All
he didn't
right.
have any text messages. You gotta hide.
Or emails, Hillary.
Shoot.
Who is Ben Ghazi anyway?
No facial recognition on his phone.
Not at all.
Does not match. Monster. Monster.
Hope you got that for Clip.
Oh, man. All right. Well, Eric Bischoff says that there's only going to be one champion. So he's going to unify the WWE World Heavyweight Championship and the Intercontinental Championship. Why were they trying to fade out the Intercontinental title at this time?
I don't think they really took it important, to be honest, man. They never. I think after the Golden Era, the Intercontinental belt really wasn't anything special for a while, and it's sad. It's such a special belt that holds dear to my heart. Brett, stupid ass Sean, Bulldog,
Able to the core.
Rock, Austin. That belt, man, is so synonymous for so many Hall of Famers, but they just, for some reason, after the Attitude Era, they treated it like garbage.
Albert.
Oh, Jesus.
Lance Storm.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Who are you to doubt Lance Storm?
I love Lance Storm.
You don't like Albert?
No.
Oh.
Yeah,
Albert makes me feel things also.
Just like Michael Hayes?
And Kid Romeo. Let's keep the list going. You just made the list.
Lord.
Albert.
Matt Bloom.
Matt Bloom.
Tenzai.
You just made my list.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think I don't know what their issue with the Intercontinental title was at that time, because it's not like they didn't have secondary titles. I mean, hell, what was it? The Cruiserweight title got defended or something on the show, so it's not like secondary titles was the problem. I don't know. But it kind of told you everything you needed to know when they said they were doing a unification title match that was going to unify the Intercontinental Championship, which Kane had, and the World Heavyweight Championship, which Triple H had. You just kind of knew there the writing was on the wall.
Yeah.
And it was one of the more predictable decisions that WWE made in that time, at a time where they made a lot of predictable decisions.
I think that, it's hard to consider the fact that today there are so many championships. Women's Tag Team Championship, Women's Intercontinental. It's all about the women, isn't it? The Women's United States Champion, and even NXT, the North American Champion for both sides. There's just a plethora of championship belts out there. But at the time, they were just coming off that Alliance, the WCW titles, and they unified all those the year before. But because they have the quote unified undisputed WWE Championship, and they had just reintroduced the quote WCW World Heavyweight Championship, that's when they thought they had too many belts, and they're like, well, we can't have a World Heavyweight Champion and an Intercontinental Champion on one brand, so that's why the World Heavyweight title kind of had to take over the Intercontinental title, and then you had Brock's title on SmackDown. But all of this would be taken care of within a year as they realized their mistakes, and the U.S. title and the Intercontinental title would make their glorious return.
Yes. All right. Well, this show takes place in Little Rock, Arkansas, home of former President Bill Clinton.
What a time.
Mark that. It'll come up later.
Yes. All right. So we got Jim Ross and Jerry King Lawler on the Raw side. We got Michael Cole and Taz on the SmackDown side on commentary. And our opening match is for the tag team titles. We have Chris Jericho and Christian. They are your tag team champions, and they are taking on Booker T and Goldust. And my God, for our opening match, this was really entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Goldust hitting all his spots. It's just crazy just to see that this was 23 years later, and 3 out of the 4 guys, they're still working today. Booker, he's an announcer, and he has his own wrestling company going on, and it's just still amazing. And we've seen Goldust hitting all his signature spots, seen him hit his version of the rear view. I know John got excited for that one. I know he did. He's like, oh, Naomi, I see where you got it from.
Dustin Rhodes, you just made the list.
Oh man, but it was so entertaining. Like, Jericho went for the lion salt, and then the ring broke. The second rope, the rope broke.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell happened? This
cheap Arkansas Indian wrestling rings.
You know he had to be hot backstage. You know he was.
That was a big old case of nope.
Yep.
You know he was cursing backstage.
WCW?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. And then Jericho hit the bulldog on Goldust onto the title, and Jericho climbs up to the top rope to hit the moonsault to get the win. It was an entertaining match. That spot wasn't supposed to happen with the whole rope thing because everybody's confused. Like, that could seriously injure you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said don't try this at home. Yeah, definitely do not try this at home.
Right.
For what it was, I enjoyed it. BDC, this is your show right here. What do you thought about this opening match?
Yeah, I have always been a fan of Booker T and Goldust as a team. They fed off of each other really well, and at this point, Goldust was no longer the highly over eccentric, almost flamboyant version that he came to be when he entered the WWE. This one was more just like he kind of fed off of Booker, and he kind of assumed part of that personality where he was talking shit and taking names and all that stuff like that. And you could see him literally talking shit to Christian when he gave him the shattered drink. He gave him the what do they call it, the Golden Globes in the corner.
Golden Globes.
So I mean, outside of the Tourette's version of Goldust, this is probably one of my favorite versions of him. And like I said, him and Booker T fed so well off of each other. And not to say that Chris Jericho and Christian didn't either, because they too fed very well off of each other. And that's why this match was so entertaining. Everything just worked well except for that second rope, which somebody got fired. I'm just not sure who. But it was still a great start off. And Jericho, when he went up to the top rope, when he hop stepped the second rope, I couldn't do anything but laugh. It's like, I'm not touching that rope for anything, and he just hop stepped it. But yeah, it was a good match. I enjoyed that match. Yes, we are down 1.
All right, Strat, what are your thoughts on this match right here?
I thought it was a fun opening match.
We are up 1.
You had fan favorites Booker T and Goldust. They've had quite a storied 2002. I mean, I know we've had fun reliving some of their off-ring skits.
Right.
And so, and then you had Jericho and Christian here. They, so like I said, you're comparing to see where they are now. Somewhat AEW stalwarts. What a word. That's the word of the day, folks.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a very fun opening match. The botch was unfortunate, and when the botch happened, the rope breaking, I realized I hadn't seen this match before because I don't remember it. So that was fun. Great improvisation by Jericho, and I just saw a clip. That's why clips are so important, aren't they? of, I think it was Kurt Angle. You know, he always regarded Shawn Michaels as, you know, the best of all time, the GOAT, the boat. And after having reviewed, you know, Chris Jericho's more recent works, he's had to change his opinion. And he says, you know, I love Shawn Michaels, but I think Chris Jericho's the new greatest of all time here because of, and you're going to be hard pressed to find anyone to disagree with you unless they really hate Chris Jericho, which is a whole separate argument.
Hooray.
And I'm I'm on his side. I agree. You know, Chris Jericho, you know, he's had such a large and long career, and he's had his ups, he's had his downs, but you cannot, you know, you cannot deny his many character rejuvenations and revisions and all that up to like right up to the modern day. And he is one of the hottest properties right now because we don't know where he's going to end up right now. He's under contract, but that contract is going to expire. And like I said, he's going to be the hottest free agent since Andrade, legally, that is.
Hush.
He's the judge.
Yeah.
Judge.
Yeah, you know, the rumor mill already has it that he's going to do his retirement run in WWE. We'll see if that happens for real. That would be a hell of a bridge to cross, especially with all the shit that he's talked about WWE since he's been in AEW. But, I mean, they brought Punk back, so Punk was the quintessential shit talker about a WWE when he was gone. So if they could bring him back, they could bring Jericho back too.
They can bring anybody back. They brought back Brock twice, 3 times.
Yeah,
I don't consider them having bad blood. I mean,
they have bad blood, but
you know,
it's a new regime
in Saudi Arabia. Site of this year's Royal Rumble.
Oh boy,
my favorite.
And
those
20
are the 2 things you're gonna lose.
And
smack about
2027's WrestleMania.
Stop doing all the Sultan's taunts. Stop it.
What this?
Oh Jesus!
They're gonna get you.
Oh Lord! For Platinum to get kicked out again. What are your thoughts on this match? This opening match right here.
I love the match, man. It was like you guys said, it was a great, entertaining match between these two. As soon as I see Goldie and Booker, I was like, yes, I'm gonna get entertained, and especially with Goldie. The rear view, I was like, oh, the new innovator of moves. That's the new Chris Kanyon for the ladies.
Jeez. Oh God.
Got steal from the greats, right?
Chicken right in your face.
Got steal from the greats.
Oh man, but yeah, entertaining as hell, and everything that you said, John, about Chris, man. Yeah. To be so creative. I'm not so creative, but just thinking on your feet, like, all right, I gotta fix this real quick. He's done it so many times that people don't even realize it. Especially when Neville got hurt. He goes to people don't realize that when Neville hurt his ankle, and he goes to Charles. He's like, he's hurt. God damn it, he's hurt.
Freaking Charles.
Yeah.
And you can tell, you know, Chris is working.
Charles wasn't getting the memo.
Yeah.
Baby Nate was not getting the memo, and it was rough.
And I get it. They don't want to mess up the finish, but hey, they also heard back in the day, he's like, hey, if the guy doesn't pick up his shoulder, too bad. 1, 2, 3, game's over.
Mm-hmm.
So Chris really is that guy that probably should be mentioned as one of the GOATs because he's done so much in all these decades.
Oh yeah.
And it seems like all his characters hit, from the Lionheart all the way to the Ocho, the Nueve. You can't go wrong with it.
God.
Right.
And if you don't like it, you just made the list.
Right. And
next year. And
he has zero problem putting people over.
Yes.
Zero problem putting people over.
Yeah. Is that the
and for a guy like him who absolutely has kind of earned a right to not have to put people over, the fact that he does it so regularly, like it's no big thing, that's a testament to him in the business.
And it also shows that Jericho understands that the business is not going to stay on his shoulders because he's getting ready to go. You need to build up the younger generation and give back and, make stars, because once he's gone, if all you got is a bunch of Jimmys and Joes, you ain't making shit.
That's right. All right, so guys, this opening match, does it matter?
Yes.
Yes. It's cool.
You know what I just thought about?
What?
I just thought about AJ Styles is retiring next year.
Mm-hmm.
What?
If Jericho leaves and comes in to E as a free agent,
Mm-hmm.
a match between the two of them. I'm not saying it has to be his last match, but just a match between the two of them on the retirement tour for AJ. That's not going to be a scrubby match. That's going to be a pretty decent match, even if Jericho has kind of not maintained the elite level of performing that we're used to him having. Still going to be a pretty damn good match if that's pulled off.
Yeah.
You want to see a Y2 AJ tag team reunion?
No.
Jericho's a tag team whore, that's for sure.
That's
This is true.
Can't
This is true.
can't even deny that.
Sammy Guevara.
All right, well, this match definitely matters. All right, well, after this, we see SmackDown's favorite announcer, Funaki. He's backstage with Al Wilson.
Hey, Funaki, keep going. We got to fix the ring. Keep going.
And he asked Al Wilson, how do you feel about Dawn Marie giving you a peek? And Al just standing there, like my kids say, no reaction.
How do you like trunk or treat?
No reaction. And then he keeps asking all these questions. And then they show a video clip of Al getting caught out in the shower with Dawn Marie. And he
Al with all his clothes on, no
all
less.
his clothes on.
Dawn Marie naked, him with all his clothes on.
And then Funaki said, what's going on? What's going on with this? And Al Wilson says he did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Again,
he didn't.
Q where he's from, where the event's taking place.
Because he was up all night.
With his clothes on.
He's still
So does it just go through the little hole there?
a little bit. You know,
Glory hole.
It's like your briefs. Pull it to the side.
Nah, you know you got whitey tighties.
Ugh.
You know, yellow and blue stripe. Wait.
What? No.
Strap, you want to let the people know who Al Wilson is?
Folks, ladies and gentlemen, Al Wilson. Tori Wilson's father.
For real.
Is he still alive?
It's their
No.
father.
His story
passed-
was RP, but I don't know.
He passed away in 2019.
No.
Right before Tori Wilson's induction into life.
Yeah.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah.
And he
I think he literally died hours before her induction.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
Sorry to
At
hear that.
least it wasn't in the shower with Dawn Marie.
That'd have been the best.
Although that was how he died in the storyline. He died. He had a heart attack during their honeymoon. He had a heart attack and died. That's how the storyline ended.
Listen, Dawn Marie,
Good payday for him.
back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
roll tide.
Well,
Still never
Have
done
you
that.
seen Dawn Marie recently?
Yes.
they plump when you get older.
Yeah, she's still plenty of trouble.
Did she have triplets?
I have no
I
idea,
think she did.
I think she did have triplets.
but
Oh my.
The Dawn triplets.
That's right.
No, Palm Olive.
like she.
Ooh.
Dawn Marie was my first celebrity wrestler meet and greet.
Ooh.
It took place at Mohegan Sun, oddly enough. And we're in line waiting for her, and people, other people go up to you like, well, who are we waiting for? And I'm just like, Dawn Marie. I don't know who that is. And keep going. I'm like, all right.
Good for you.
Yeah, good for you. Get it out of here. And
Exactly.
Dawn Marie teased me a little bit because I had her, from the WWF magazine. They had like this centerfold poster thing. So I gave it to her to sign it, and she was like, "Oh, you want me to sign the more naked part, not the one on the other side where I'm wearing regular clothes?" But
Wah, wah.
got a nice photo from a Kodak disposable camera, and that picture's somewhere. Maybe I did upload it sometime.
I'll say you got posted on the page.
Definitely.
Wrestlers that I met and gripped. Yeah, so she was a real sweetheart there. So I was always a fan of her. throughout her run in WWE. I didn't know her much in ECW, so, but I always enjoyed seeing her around and her getting her just desserts.
All right. Well, our next match is Dawn Marie and Tori Wilson, and this match surprised me because I know Tori, she worked her ass off from her WCW days to now. There's more than just bra and panties matches. She actually worked and was not familiar with Dawn Marie back in ECW. I just know she was just a valet, but she showed that,
she can go.
Yeah, she can go. It wasn't the best match whatsoever, but they had their typical referee spot where the referee's rolling around with the girls and he wakes up brushing his clothes off and he's all happy and whatnot. Yeah, and then
but you're disgusting.
Yep.
Yeah,
you're disgusting.
Yeah, she liked that, but but yeah, you're disgusting, and then ref's like, what? Then Dawn Marie gets hit with a neck breaker, and yeah, Tori Wilson, she's your winner. A short match, entertaining match. It was different.
Yep. Didn't go too long. I was praying to all things holy that Al Wilson didn't come out and get involved, and I'm glad he didn't.
Me too.
So for what the match was, it didn't end the storyline, obviously, because there was much more after it, but it was quick to the point, and it gave her a bit of revenge. So it was good. It worked out. It worked out. It was a decent match.
What about you, Strap?
Wow, I was trying to tell the story of Al Wilson in real life. Apparently, when they travel and they meet at the airport, Al Wilson, saw Vince, one of the McMahons, or a few of the McMahons. Obviously, they're going into their limo. He's like, "Hey, Vince, can I get a ride to the arena?" And so they're like, "Well, goddamn, why not?" So Al Wilson gets a ride in the McMahon limo to the arena for that event's show. And Tori Wilson was like, "Dad, what did you do?" He's like, "You can't do that. Those are the McMahons. They're the bosses. You can't just ask them for a ride from the airport." And, well, he did. And apparently
they did.
McMahon just thought it was hilarious that he had the balls to do that because he didn't know Jack from Jill. Not really, So he's just like, "Hey, if you're going to the airport, we're going in the same direction. Let me hitch a ride."
Right.
Might as well.
So just a little aside from Mr.
Sounds like common sense to me.
Yeah. Imagine that. "Hey, I know that guy. You're the CEO of the company. Can I get a lift?"
Skunky! Let me get a ride.
I know what you're talking about, too. I saw that.
Good old Pepe.
Pepe Le Pew.
Oh my God. They call me Vince McMahon. I am from France. They call me Le Pew, but I'm really Vince. I'm a horn dog.
Pepe Le Pew.
Oh, Lord.
What was Kenan Thompson's character and all that? When he's the French dude in the tub, remember that?
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Everyday French.
Yeah.
With Pierre Escargot.
Yes, Pierre
Escargot. That's what it was. Reading the yeah. All right, so guys, what are your thoughts on this?
What?
My thoughts on...
So what's your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this match right here?
We had a random appearance by Mae Young's baby's hand. What who was that? Was that E or was that M?
Don't worry about that.
Oh, it must have been S. Oh, jeez.
Nah, I'm with you guys though. This match surprised the heck out of me. I thought I was just gonna go somewhere, grab some popcorn, and just say,
take a nap.
Take a nap, because I usually give the girls a little shot just to see what they're gonna give me, and then they surprised the hell out of me. I mean, I was shocked, and it was pretty good. Minus the little roll around spot. I was like, oh, here we go, that cheesy spot. Here we go. But good match, like you said, short to the point. But honestly, I feel like Dawn should have won this just to keep the rivalry going a little bit longer. That way we get the big payoff. But what a payoff!
Well, it did go a little longer because then
it did. That was not
I want to say.
That was not the ending by any stretch. Because remember, Dawn and Al end up getting married.
I know.
And
that.
then
Another thing
so I mean this whole thing goes. Oh yeah, the pregnancy. It was all of that going on. So it
was like a big novella.
Yeah, this was pretty much let's get Tori her revenge now because she's going to be catching hell for the next several months.
Yeah.
So let's throw her a bone right now.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
And once her dad died in storyline, she found a new mommy in Sable.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
HLA.
Holla.
Did you say 3 minutes?
3 minutes.
Did I just hear you say
I told you that in
3 minutes?
You told me I had confidence. I'm sorry.
All right.
How long would you last with Tori Wilson in bed?
Did you say 3 minutes?
What's the new thing the kids say now? 6'7"?
Oh, jeez.
There you go.
How fat are they?
Wow, Dom. I had to Google that too. I was like, what the
Yeah, right.
mean? And I'm like, oh.
They have a reaction on their face then?
Same reaction. No reaction. All right. Well, our next match definitely had a reaction. We had Rob Van Dam taking on the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Woo!
And I never thought I would see this match. You have the face of ECW, and you have the limousine riding, jet flying, wheeling, dealing, kiss stealing, son of a gun, the Nature Boy. And Ric Flair cost RVD the opportunity to become the World Heavyweight Champion. And RVD's backstage. He's cutting a promo. He said he's a chair smashing, frog splashing, risk taking, yin yanging, Van Damming guy. That shit was dope.
It was cool.
I enjoyed it. Woo! I enjoyed
it.
He was high when he wrote that one.
He's trying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But this is our next match. And Flair, he came out with the 1992 theme song. I'm not sure if that was just dubbed in, but I hate that theme song.
Me too.
Yeah.
But he did have the robe, the one he had on with Little Nate. That's the same robe that Little Nate has too.
I took that a little differently. I'm like, they reached the point where they don't want to pay for his theme anymore, as famous as it is, you know. Like,
that's what I was thinking.
I just think they back when they were converting all their stuff from WWF. Well, they were WWE. Were they WWE at this point, right?
Yeah, they E. Yeah, they was E.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Hogan was champion already, so he was easy E.
So they're doing DVD releases at the time. That was like the big industry.
Yep.
Remember when DVDs were huge?
Oh my God!
So they had to overdub some of the themes, and they'll just grab a file saying, "All right, has this passed, legal already?" It's like, yeah, we fix all the music. All right, that's the one we'll put on the network. And they don't think twice about it until someone complains, someone notices. Say, hey, Flair's theme is wrong. Oh well, we're not gonna spend any more extra money.
Ain't nobody watching it anyway. It's no big deal.
People watching the archives, they're sick, disturbed human beings. All 4 of them.
It doesn't matter.
No. Like they want the theme that much, they'll just mute it and play it on their CDs. They have Volume 3.
No, I don't want it.
All right. Well, seeing this match, you already know RVD's about to beat the bricks off Ric Flair, and RVD, he made Ric Flair look good because at this time in 2002, Ric still wasn't confident at this time. Yep. We know the story about that, and he gave Ric his little 5 minutes of fame with throwing little blows and the chops and whatnot. He put up a little fight, but that 5-star frog splash from Ric Flair, or from RVD to Ric Flair, oh my God. I wish it would have been perfect. I wish Flair would have stood up and just fell right back down. The Flair flop from the 5-star frog splash. It was wild, but RVD with the win as expected.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say it didn't matter for me. I I just knew what was going to happen. I had no interest in this match. I wanted to see how RVD was going to beat him, and it basically just went the way it went, how I expected.
Well,
BDC.
This was another in a long line of predictable decisions that WWE tend to make at this time. There was no reason why Ric Flair should have won this match, and pretty much everybody knew that. So the match entertained as well as it could. I would say if the match mattered for anything, it would have been if they were going to continue to push Rob Van Dam to the moon. And the fact is shortly thereafter this, they put him together with Kane, and they were together until, Kane went totally wacko and lost his mask. So, in that context, it didn't matter because only thing it did was push him up to knock him back down. Because again, tagging with Kane, while that was great and all that, he had just lost a heavyweight championship opportunity because he was cheated out of it and never even saw the light of day again. So it didn't matter overall at all based on that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I totally agree. What about you, Platino?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Like, as much as I love these two, man, you kind of see what the writing on the wall was, and the little hope spot, I was like, okay, never mind. It wasn't the typical Flair match that he normally takes over, and granted, like we said, he wasn't really in prime Flair mode where he was confident in his skills, even though at his age, man, not too many guys can do what he do and keep the crowd entertained like he did. So I don't know.
Exactly.
I think Eric really fucked with him so hard, man. It's sad because
he made him cut his hair.
Was it Eric that made him do that, or was it no? It was Bill Watts, right?
Nah, that was Bischoff. Remember the buzz cut when David cut his hair?
Oh yeah, that was horrible.
Jeez, yeah, we don't know about them late.
It was Jim Herd.
WCW.
Spartacus. Stupid. Like, come on, man. Time. The guy is a legend, and I get what he's doing. I mean, there wasn't anything that he can really do with someone like RVD, but yeah, it's just one of those matches where you just chop it up in there, and then all right, next.
Operative next.
Your thoughts on this, RVD and the Nature Boy?
It's almost like, two people that they start dating, and you're just like, man, I really like you guys separately.
Yeah.
Together, not so much. And, look at what you have. You could probably, if you wrote this down on paper, you're like, you have one of the most popular stars of the last couple of years, Rob Van Dam, one of the most legendary stars of all time, Ric Flair. How can it go wrong? The chemistry just was not there. And as I'm watching this, you already know it doesn't make sense. So I'm trying to think, like, is there anyone Ric Flair has ever faced that was RVD-like?
Hell no.
Someone who's like super athletic, not necessarily green, but just
maybe Pillman.
Styles, yeah,
probably
Styles
Pillman.
That don't mix very well.
Styles, he didn't.
Not AJ Styles.
Ain't nobody like Styles. RVD, but
he's very unique, man.
And it feels like Flair is the kind of guy where if he's not really interested in working with you, and who knows, then it's just not going to happen. He's almost Brock Lesnar like. Like if you watch Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania 32, you're like, how could this go wrong?
Yeah.
Well, Brock didn't give a two shits about Dean Ambrose. I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to do anything. Okay. So a lot of that'd be a good.
I have 57 suplexes for you.
It's like matches that just didn't work for some reason, and this was one of them. And it's like, I think they were on the, RVD facing Evolution all through 2002, 2003. I don't think him and Flair ever really locked up ever again, Yeah,
that's why I had to think about it. Like, wait, I don't remember seeing them, so.
Yeah.
And then years later in TNA, they were both there around the same time. RVD would be the world champion, and Flair would be, with Team Hogan. And Ooh. Like, hey, Rob. That's it.
That does sound like Flair too.
That's watching 4 hours of high spots Ric Flair shoot interviews. That's where that comes from.
Woo. All right, well, after this, we see the Big Show backstage with Stephanie McMahon. Then Eric Bischoff comes out of nowhere and he said to Big Show, "What are you doing? You are Raw's property." And then Stephanie leaves, and Big Show said that he hasn't been on a pay-per-view in 4 months, that he's a former WCW champion, a former WWE champion. And then basically he wants to be on the show, and he threatens Eric Bischoff. Strap, what the hell has Big Show been doing in 2002?
Well, he was kicked away after the the whole Alliance, the Survivor Series match from the previous year. They're always picking on Big Show. For such a big guy, he's always being bullied by management. Lose more weight, stuff like that. So he did go away down to OVW, and he was just making his return back here. And of course, we know where it's leading. All this is, for once, all this is not leading to nothing, as he would. Well, we might be covering the Survivor Series 2002 next month, so that's where it's going to lead. But Big Show will get a really big push coming soon, so that's where it's leading.
We don't know. Waiting for BDC to make his choice. We'll talk about that. That's my choice.
Yeah.
So based on that,
you're gonna pick something else.
No, because I think we got one Survivor Series wrapped
I'll
up
check
for next month. I want to say. I think
why
Strap chose the Survivor Series, right?
Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about? Where's my pick? What did I pick then?
Yeah, I'm saying we already got one Survivor Series. I just throw it out there, but we'll get to it. I still got my choice as well too. You gotta do it now.
Yeah, no, I gotta do the list.
Decisions.
You need it by next week. That's all. That's your homework before next week's taping.
He's gonna choose no surrender.
So I gotta do the dates.
I choose Norman Smiley.
Did you? I think Platino sent me the video of Norman Smiley coming out. Who is it? The Tupac or some shit like that?
What? Wait, what?
What?
Did you send me that video? I think
some AI joint. Yeah.
No, I think Rose sent me that shit. Actually, Norman Smiley came out to like an independent show, and what was his name in the UK? What the hell was his name? Strap.
Negro. No, that's
El Negro something. I don't know. He's a Negro,
El
but
Negro
yeah.
Castas?
Nah, not all that.
Negro en français.
Oh my god! I think Rose sent me that joint. He came out to like some hip hop song for his interest theme, and then oh man, the fans was loving it. He came out to the Big Wiggle and everything. Well, he was doing the Big Wiggle. What the hell?
Is he coming out to round and round, round he go?
Hold on, let me see.
Get around.
I gotta check.
The smooth, sultry sounds of.
Oh, Norman Smiley came out to Hypnotized by Biggie. That's what it was.
No.
Wow. Oh, we just got kicked off of YouTube.
We're gonna dub this over with Ric Flair's 1992 theme.
Well, G.I. Ho.
G.I. Ho.
Black Magic. That was his name.
Black Magic. Yeah, Negro Casas.
Oh, he a Negro. That's how John be acting with his back.
Oh.
Big Wiggle.
Oh man, Black Magic.
Yeah, Negro Casas.
Yeah, Negro. All right. Well, after this, they showed a video package of how prestige the Intercontinental title was. They showed Pat Patterson win the title. They showed The Rock. They showed Stone Cold Steve Austin. Then they showed all the controversies with the title. And if the belt is so prestigious, why are they getting rid of it? Why?
Like I said, WWE does some weird stuff.
They didn't know what the hell to do with it. That's all. They didn't know what the hell to do with it.
I'm sure.
Give it to us.
We got too many belts, Vince. We got too many belts.
Especially
when did they bring the belt back? Do you recall?
May. The following May.
Yeah, I think
May Young Classic.
That shit did not last long.
They want to push Christian. The Rock's favorite.
It should have never been. It should have never been dropped to begin with.
Yeah, seriously.
Especially that belt.
You don't. It's like you want to drop a belt. Okay, I hear you, but you don't drop your primary, and you sure as hell don't drop your main secondary, and your IC title is your main secondary title.
I would rather they get rid of their tag.
When they didn't have the World Heavyweight Championship, that IC title became the main title.
True.
So you don't get rid of that title. And I think the compliment on SmackDown now is the US title. You don't get rid of the main secondary titles, period. Primary, main, secondary. You want to get rid of the Cruiserweight, light heavyweight, whatever other titles, 24/7 championship, any other titles that you have going on. You want to get rid of those, fine. But the primary and the secondary, you don't touch those. And I never understood why they did that. I'm glad they figured it out and they brought it back. But they should have never gotten rid of it to begin with.
I definitely agree. If you're going to just have one World Heavyweight Championship, that's fine. Warwick card, SmackDown, whatever, they could have the Intercontinental title, and that would have been that brand's go-to title right there. I'd have been perfectly fine with that.
Yeah.
So, whatever. It is what it is. The belt is here now, and Dirty Dom has that title. All right, well, after this, we have Tajiri taking on Jamie Noble with Nydia for the Cruiserweight title. And for the Cruiserweights, this was a decent match. I enjoyed it. I knew how I was going to play. I knew Nydia, she was going to get involved, which she did. And basically the finish of the match was Tajiri got caught up. Like Nydia grabbed Jamie Noble's leg, and he just basically sat on Tajiri, and he got the win. And he just had leverage on Tajiri, but after the match, Tajiri grabs Nydia and he's teasing to punch her, but he just
lays it on her.
Or he kisses her, and then Jamie Noble's hot. Hey, that's not how you kiss. I'm gonna kiss my woman right now. And then he kissed her and dropped on his knees, kissed her, and Tajiri just kicks him with a buzzsaw kick.
Yeah,
the match was good. The ending was funny. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think Nydia was supposed to hold his leg. I think she was supposed to literally hold his leg, and when she did it, she got his leg, but not his foot, but not enough to actually trip him up. So then he stood there for a minute. He was like, "Oh wait, I was supposed to trip," and then he tripped. I was paying attention to the ref because I was like, the ref had to see it, but it was literally a split second. The ref was not looking when she did it, and as soon as he went down and her hand left the scene, he immediately turned around. I was like, that was damn fine work. It was damn fine work. It was a sloppy finish, but it was damn fine work by the ref to not see it. He worked really hard at that. But yeah, the match itself was good. Tajiri is always a show whenever he's out there. He doesn't mail it in ever. And Jamie Noble, for everything that he has become, whether he's become the modern day stooge for Triple H or what have you, the dude can go in the ring. And they put on a really decent match. Yeah, of course, we knew Nydia was going to get involved because, hell, that's what she was there for. And she did. And but outside of that, it was still a pretty decent match. I thought it was funny that he kicked Jamie Noble in the back of his head while he was lip locking Nydia. So then essentially it was a lip lock, kick to the head, the back of her head hits the mat, his teeth hit her lip, his head hits her head, and everybody was all hurt up except Tajiri, and it was great.
That's what you call a headlock for hunger.
It was nothing nice, but yeah, it was a good match though. It was a good match. I liked it. I was at this point I was rating matches, and at this point I had rated this match. It was next to last. It was next to last. And that's only because the matches that have been going were actually pretty decent, and I did think that Tori and Dawn Marie was a little bit better overall. So just my 2 cents on it, but I did think it was a good match. I did enjoy it.
All right, Platinum.
Yeah, I gotta agree. It was a good match. I just didn't like the finish. It was too messy. It threw me off a little bit because it was like, what the hell is going on? I understand what Nitty was trying to do, but because of the way it was done, it was just like, what? Like, what happened there? So it was a good match, but the finish kind of like ruined it a little bit for me. So it's somewhat matters for me.
Yeah, Nydia's involvement just made it crazy because it was like she spent a whole lot of time in the ring, whether she was putting a lip lock on the referee or
she was kissing everybody.
It was like, that's the one thing I remember about her run with Jamie Noble was like, this chick should have been a mono magnet, as many people as she kissed while she was in that line. Like literally every time I saw her, she was kissing somebody. I'm like, damn, like how did she should have caught something by now from kissing everybody. What the like damn. Like
Comics.
I didn't see anybody plant their lips on more people since Richard Dawson and Family Feud back in the day. It was crazy.
That's a clip.
It was crazy.
That's a clip, Dom.
Yo, he was kissing everybody back in the day. Hell yeah, he
Yo,
was.
I'm sorry, man. Don't be kissing my wife in front of me. We gonna fight. Oh, hey, how you doing? Excuse me?
Like it wasn't no peck on the cheek neither, man.
Nope.
This dude was lips all day, all night. It's like, what? How does he not get killed by now?
Everybody's a cook. Oh, sorry.
I was like, oh, he's gonna help us win money. Just let it go, babe. Just let it go.
Man,
I don't know, but like,
fuck this money.
That's funny. Wow.
Oh.
Strat, what are your thoughts on this cruiserweight match in Nydia?
Threw him off with that one.
I think, unfortunately, I think this is, first of all, I like to say that I think this is Tajiri, when they were still, I really loved Tajiri and Taz and RVD during the Alliance time frame. They just debuted, Tajiri is probably still a little post his rookie year in WWE anyways. So he's still really over, and they still really took care of him as a character, as a performer. But a lot of these cruiserweight matches, and I hate to be a guy to lump them all together, but it's kind of like they're kind of all the same. They're done really well. They have incredible workers, and at this particular point in time, Jamie Noble was the hot cruiserweight act. But we all know where it ends up. They just kind of start forgetting about these guys and stop writing for them, stop taking care of them. But as it was on this show, it was a very nice match with a good storyline heat behind it. And, not to love it or hate it, but I liked it a lot.
So, I guess it's split. It somewhat matters.
Oh, boy.
All right, after this, backstage, we see Chris Benoit, my guy. And he's looking for Eddie Guerrero. He was screaming, Eddie! Eddie! I could have made a joke, but I'm not going to do it. But anyways, he said that, hey, Eddie, Kurt Angle, he's whooping on Chavo. And Eddie, he doesn't believe Chris Benoit whatsoever because him and Benoit, they ain't together. And Eddie said, do you think I'm stupid? That's a little girl's voice.
They're certainly not radical.
Next, Chavo comes flying out the room and Kurt just laughing, and then Eddie, he just tries to take him out. It was a funny segment. It was funny.
Yeah. He was so sure that it wasn't Chavo, that when Chavo poured out, he was like, then Kurt Angle comes out and he's like, hey, like, dude, you just beat the hell out of Chavo and all you get is a hey. That's it. Just, hey, how you doing? See what you did there? What? It was a nothing muffin. It was a nothing muffin.
Yeah, it was a funny segment.
Yeah.
All right. Well, after this, we see a video package of Kane, and he is enjoying life. He says this is the first time in life that he's happy. He wins the Intercontinental title. And then Bischoff said at No Mercy is going to be title for title. He's going to go against Triple H, the World Heavyweight Championship, and the Intercontinental title. And then we see Triple H talking about Katie Vick, no relation to Michael. And
Woof.
This right here, this whole storyline right here, it was pretty interesting.
It was dumb as hell.
It was dumb as hell. Now, which one of y'all want to recap that whole Katie Vick angle?
BBC would love to. He's wrote a thesis.
No, he would not.
Not me.
But I'll give you a long story short. So basically, Katie Vick was I don't know if she was a high school sweetheart or she was a girlfriend of Kane's, and apparently Kane gets into a car crash and she dies. And Triple H finds out about it and he taunts him mercilessly about it. At this point, that's as bad as it's gotten. He's taunting about the fact that he's a murderer for killing Katie Vick. It gets worse. It gets worse from here. You know, things go way left, and I don't know who thought of half the shit that comes from this point on, but whoever it was needed to really have their head examined, because why? But ultimately, Katie Vick was a girlfriend. She dies, quote unquote. Kane killed her in a car accident. And then apparently he loves dead people a little much. And yeah, that shit. But even though that scene was actually Triple H getting in the coffin, but we're not even going to talk about that. Yeah. Somebody needed that examined for that whole angle.
Hey, Kane, you gotta climb in that coffin. You gotta climb in that coffin. You gotta put the Lydia kiss on her, and then you just gotta fuck her brains out. Yeah.
No.
That's all Vince. Everybody knows that was Vince McMahon.
Dom's making it seem like Vince is talking to Kane. He's talking to Triple H wearing a Kane mask.
Basically.
Was Kane driving the car? Was Triple H driving the car?
Well, listen, Paul. I mean, if you're going to do it, you got to do it right. You know, you just take it easy and make sure that you get it all. No.
Plotner, what did Robert Downey say? I'm the white guy playing the black dude.
I'm the white guy playing the black guy that's supposed to be playing the white guy.
There you go. That's what Vince said.
I think that's what it is.
He said, Paul, you playing Glenn, but Glenn, you doing this, and yeah. Wild times in the WWE.
Jesus. Robert Downey Jr. still invited to the barbecue.
Oh yeah. I saw a video recently. Faison Love was showing a picture of the top 5 grossing black actors, and Robert Downey in his Tropic Thunder role was on that was in there, and it took Faison a minute, and when he looked and he noticed him. He was like, "Is that Robert? Oh shit!" I hollered. Yeah, Robert will always be a part of it just for that alone, because that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, because we all know he was actually joking around. He wasn't being a dickhead.
Yeah,
right.
He's also a black Jeep owner.
Oh Jesus!
Tropic Thunder.
Oh, I gotta watch that movie just for that scene.
Oh.
Well, the line is, "I'm the dude disguised as a dude playing another dude," or something.
Yeah,
probably. But you gotta, make your own, because then you're copyright infringement.
What you mean? What you mean, you people? Huh?
What you mean, you people? Not Cool Ray getting here.
Oh man! All right, well, we have Kane and Triple H going for title. Winner takes all. And obviously, Kane, the bigger guy, he was doing everything to take Triple H out.
Yep.
But you already know that dastardly nature boy, he was going to get involved to do anything to help Triple H to get the win, but it doesn't happen right away because out of nowhere, we see the Hurricane come out of nowhere, and he takes out Ric Flair. What the hell is the Hurricane doing? Are they starting to form the Hurricane tag team?
I think so.
Yeah, they won the tag team titles in one of the most famous TLC matches in Raw history. And it was supposed to be a grand old night until Triple H came out at the very end. I know a secret of yours, Kane. Can't do it.
Oh, so Kane was a double champion at the time?
I think they probably lost the titles.
Okay.
No, that was I think that was like a Raw roulette. And they land on TLC match, and it was very find that find that match. Very famous with Hurricane. Yes.
Hurricane. All right. Well, now both Kane and Triple H, they're going at it. Kane, he goes for a big boot. He misses. He hit Earl Hebner, and Triple H gets up, and then he gets choke slammed through the announce table. Flair, he's outside. He's chopping Kane. He goes for the sledgehammer, but Kane stops him. And then Kane, he's getting ready to hit Triple H with the sledgehammer, but Triple H, he kicks him in the nuts. But that doesn't really affect Kane because Kane, he about to hit Triple H with the tombstone, but Triple H counters with a sledgehammer, hitting him right in the stomach.
Mm-hmm.
And then you already know what happens after that.
Yeah.
You already know Triple H pedigree.
Game over. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So it was a entertaining match. The storyline was wild. I kind of wouldn't mind reliving this just because.
I forced it on you.
I don't think Kane wrestled in a manner that showed how enraged he was at Triple H trying to pull all these pranks on him. So it's kind of like a subdued Kane, resigned to the fact that this guy's messing with me. I'm going to take care of him, but I think he should have had an element of more like rage and anger. Something befitting the Kane character.
Well, you know what it was. During the time that they attempted to redesign the Undertaker, they kind of did a redesign on Kane too. This was one of my favorite versions. This was probably my favorite version of Kane from the theme song all the way down. But this was also the version of Kane least like the Kane we all know. He was not the big red monster that we knew. They humanized him to a degree. And I think that humanization of Kane is ultimately why he didn't get over as well as he could have until he lost the mask and went completely deranged again.
I think your history is a little off, BDC, because he got injured in early 2002. He started just regular, right? He was starting to become more human, like you said.
He got injured,
right?
Yeah, he got injured in the springtime of 2002, and this angle right here, he came back maybe around right after SummerSlam of that year. So he's hot. Like he is, jokes aside, like he is on fire because he just came back. And, he's getting that big push. He's getting that huge monster push. The fans are loving him because he, for the first time ever, started showing those human elements. And then it all literally came crashing down because Triple H came out after that TLC match and said, you fuck the dead girl, So this angle right here is what destroyed Kane, the human. And so he did go on the next 2 years and meander with Hurricane, with RVD, and they were tag team champions too, RVD and Kane, and they were mildly successful, but Kane was going nowhere as that because he was so beaten by this terrible angle. So when they did the angle where he took his mask off and then became half
psychopath,
psycho facing Eric Bischoff and Shane McMahon. when he became that guy, yeah, that was back to form for Mr. Kane.
As I said, he was the least Kane version of. As I said, one of my favorites, but the least Kane version that we know of.
So
because they tried so hard to make him to humanize him because they humanized Undertaker.
I think all of Triple H's opponents that year, they could have all been like the new top babyface guy, but they decided to go with the top heel at the top. You know, you could argue any one of them because you could argue RVD was more over and deserved it. You could argue Kane before this stupid angle could have deserved it. You know, the only guy he decided to job to was his best friend, Shawn Michaels. And, back to 2003, excuse me, Scott Steiner, Booker T, then Goldberg, they're just waiting for the right guy. And, they settled for that 1 year run for Goldberg. But,
Kane, basically, you said Kane came back from injury. They paired him with the Hurricane. Mm-hmm. And then he becomes Intercontinental Champion. Mm-hmm. Drops the title. Forms a tag team with RVD. That lasts so many months. Then on Raw, he loses the match.
Mm-hmm. He loses his mask.
And then he goes crazy.
He goes crazy.
Then his career got rejuvenated.
That's right, Dom.
Just because of this Katie Vick angle right here.
I'm not saying he went crazy because of this angle, but his potential to be a main event guy to be
this angle torpedoed him. But this angle torpedoed him. This was a dumb angle.
This was a real dumb angle, but I definitely want to relive. I said it before. Y'all heard me say this. I want to relive when he took that mask off because that was some good times for Kane. Because I think what his first match was against RVD, he choke slam the shit out of him, and then I remember the interviews he had with JR. I don't see any burns on your face. They're right there, JR.
Yeah. He went full on mental case.
Yeah, then he put in jumper cables to Shane's nuts.
Yep.
It's called retconning.
And then we go back to WrestleMania 20.
I mean,
I buried you.
Yeah,
You're dead.
But literally, it was like, okay, this Kane experiment not working, so we're gonna make him the monster again. And now that we've made him the monster again, we need an equal to him. And this current version of Taker ain't it, so we got to bring the dead man back. So it was all in a prism like. Taker becomes human, Kane becomes human. Kane becomes a monster, we got to bring back the dead man. It all just kind of just cycled just like that.
And we're going to get to that when we talk about this Taker match.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get to that.
It was all a dream.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that wonky ass cast too, but we'll keep that going.
Yeet. All right, so after this, we see Stephanie McMahon. She's in the locker room talking to some chick, assumingly.
That chick was the woman who was accusing Taker of having an affair with her.
Yes.
I don't even remember her name, and I heard it 2 hours ago.
Shanann Grant.
Oh, shit.
How prophetic.
Well, she admitted that Paul Heyman put her up to it. And Taker happened to be in the room, and now he found out, and he is
that was
off.
Stacy did that. Stephanie did that on purpose. She did that on purpose because she wasn't buying it.
Yeah,
isn't it ironic?
Yeah,
she did a favor for Mark, and then Mark did her the favor of putting her in the hall.
Oh,
full circle, great.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
I owe you one. There you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
Stephanie let Massaro down.
Actually, that should have been her. That should have been her breaking it even because he did have her on the cross trying to sacrifice her too. So
those are different times, Steph.
Forgive me.
I was a different person.
You know I was playing.
I'm not that guy anymore.
I had to listen to your father.
Were you too good to kiss his ass?
Whatever it turned out, Undertaker was actually the chauffeur to Stephanie's prom.
You serious?
Where to, Stephanie?
Oh, can I imagine that?
Aqua Turf?
Where to, Steffi?
Oh, Mark, we just want to go to the Duchess.
All right.
Milford's favorite fast food restaurant.
Yes. All right. Well, our next match is for the new WWE Tag Team Championships. This is going to be on SmackDown. And whew, I love it. I love it. We have 4 out of the SmackDown 6. We have Edge teaming with Rey Mysterio, taking on Chris Benoit and Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. And my God, this match right here. This match had me. They show Stephanie showed the brand new tag team titles, and they showed the rivalry between Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit and how they got paired together. And this tag team tournament, I'm gonna list the tag teams that they had. They had Eddie and Chavo.
Okay.
He was like, okay, maybe they could have been in the finals. They had Rikishi and Mark Henry. You know they weren't getting far in 2002. You knew that.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what Dom's getting to.
John Cena and Billy Kidman. What kind of tag team is that?
Well, remember, this was still prototype era of John Cena. This wasn't Thugonomics yet.
No, I know that.
You could still see him.
Yeah, you could still very much see him at this time.
You see him with them. What color is Arkansas? I don't know what color.
And Billy Kidman's
that was definitely prototype era.
Yeah, you have Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit. Yep. Yeah, Billy and Chuck. You have 2 great tag teams wrestlers, Devon and Ron Simmons.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Devon and Ron Simmons. Not Farouk. Ron Simmons.
Wow.
What, Strat, was this Reverend Devon at this time, or he was just Devon Dudley?
At this point,
he might be.
He was at the tail end of. I mean, if he was still Reverend Devon, he was at the tail end. And I only say that because I know the Dudleys were united at the 2002 Survivor Series.
Oh, damn. All right. So
Reverend Devon goes away very soon.
And then Deacon Batista shows up as Dave Batista.
Oh, yeah.
Next.
All right. Well, you got Edge and Mysterio. And then you have a tag team of Tajiri and Brock Lesnar.
Excuse me?
Tajiri and Brock Lesnar.
That's oddball.
That team could have been lethal.
Honestly, yeah. But the heavyweight champion with Tajiri? Oh, damn.
Yeah, I looked up the bracket, and that's what it was.
Well, contrast in styles would have been an understatement for that team.
That team would have been dope.
Can you... Tajiri back then and the way Brock is now? Oh, Jesus. That would have been gold.
I just want to see Ron Simmons and Devon. That's what I want to see.
Ain't gonna last long.
Tajiri's like, when you leave WWE, I take you to Japan.
Okay.
You become big star. Ichiban, number 1.
Meanwhile, Tajiri can speak perfect English. Trying to get everybody else.
Right.
Hey, Brock.
Hey, Brock, man. Just tell him what. You can talk? Yeah, man.
Beef sashimi. That's
my horse
beef tartare.
I'm from Kansas.
My name's Jeff.
All right. Well, this tag team match, a classic. I loved it. I love this version of Edge. Edge was on a slow rise right here. Yep. And then, unfortunately, he broke his neck and he was out. Kurt was on another level. You know how Benoit was. And Ray, he was still doing the same things he's doing still to this day.
Yep.
But Angle, he ragdolled Rey Mysterio in this damn match. He really did. Oh, man. Angle was so hyped up. He told Rey Mysterio, just tag Edge. Just tag him.
Yeah.
But basically, the finish of the match, Benoit had Edge in the crossface. And then Mysterio caught Benoit with a 619 clean. And they won? Edge and Rey Mysterio? I thought Kurt and Benoit won the tag titles.
They did.
After the fact, right?
So what ends up happening is after that spot, I think Ray gets kind of like tossed out of the ring. It ends up being Edge and Kurt Angle in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt gets the ankle lock on Edge.
Yep.
Edge reverses it into an ankle lock of his own. But then Angle reverses that into another ankle lock, and this time he started jamming the hell on his ankle till Edge just tapped. Like, the only way it would have been worse is if he had done that leg lock that he does every now and then to make sure you don't move anymore. But he was yanking the hell out of his ankle.
Yeah.
And Edge just had to give up. Edge just had to give up. It was over. So yeah, Benoit and Jericho, Benoit and Angle do end up becoming the tag team champions for SmackDown.
Yep. All right, I missed that part of my notes. Yeah, I had it in my notes. Yeah, you're right. But didn't they win the tag team titles though? Ray and Edge at some point?
Yeah, later on.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah, they just weren't the first. It was
had it backwards.
These two. Yeah.
But yeah, it was an amazing tag team match. I enjoyed this. This is my type of wrestling. I know Platino enjoyed this match as well. I know he did.
Mm-hmm.
Give me your thoughts.
Yeah. Same thing you're thinking, bro. Just the intensity that these guys bring. I know the diversity of how people feel. No, not diversity. I can't even say it right.
Say it in Spanish.
I'm not gonna say it. Seeing Chris, I know a lot of people do not. They have their feelings about Chris Benoit, but hand to hand, like pound for pound, probably one of the greatest guy to ever hit the ring. And yeah, just I you know how I feel, man. It's tough seeing that, and seeing how he is, and knowing how great he was, but the outside things that happened just kind of ruined it for me. But
yeah,
this match, man, it had everything. High intensity.
He tongue tied. He can't even talk.
Man. It just high flying. You got Edge, just like you said,
Who's under the desk?
It was everything.
Yeah, it was just nonstop action. To be honest, this was TNA.
Yeah.
This is why SmackDown was so good. These four guys right here, and you can add Eddie Guerrero and what Brock is doing and whatnot. But yeah, it was a good time right here, man. This made you want to watch SmackDown on, what was it, Thursday nights at the time?
Yes.
Yep.
This is what I liked. They definitely struck gold with these four guys right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I imagine, you know how the New Day has a sequence where they have a guy in the corner and they tag each other in, and as they tag each other in, they stomp the shit out of them. Then they tag and they go in and they continue to stomp. Mm-hmm. Well, Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle both use triple German suplexes.
Yep.
So the thought process of, well, could you imagine if they started German suplexing somebody to death? They did a triple, tagged in the next guy, he comes and does a triple, tags in the next guy, he comes and he does another set of triples. I was like, they would kill somebody. Literally kill somebody in the ring off a triple German suplexes if they went that route. And we talk about, obviously we talk about the Perk Angle years in TNA, right? But this wasn't Perk Angle, but this dude was a psychopath too. Yeah. This dude was a psychopath in the ring too, and it's just a joy to watch Kurt Angle go. And whether you like him or don't like him, it was always a joy to see Chris Benoit go. You put these two in a team that's not supposed to like each other, and had they gotten into any physical confrontation with each other, we're going to be suspended a year without pay.
Yep. So
they were forced to work together, and they were brilliant together.
Yep.
They were brilliant together. And I mean, and that's not to take anything away from Edge and Ray, because I literally think Ray and Edge beats every other team in that bracket, maybe outside of Eddie and Chavo.
Yeah.
Think about this. Kurt Angle's only 3 years in at this time, and he's got it.
Oh yeah,
it's
Is
clicking.
he only 3 years in?
Yeah, he started in '99.
I thought he started in '98, but damn, 3-4 years. Whew.
It's clicking.
Yeah,
it's definitely clicking. Yeah,
and
he's a monster. He's a monster.
I was watching this. I'm like, damn, put him with Prime Brett. Oh my god,
He tear Brett up.
At this point, yeah.
He would tear Brett up.
Knowing Brett, man, Brett would have figured it out and made something out of it. But we all know the originator of Suplex City was Chris Benoit, though. People forget.
Yeah. Like, that's just...
Yeah. That's all I got to say about that.
That's why I said that I thought the two of them in the ring, and that's literally what I thought about was like, yo, if they did that New Day angle where they just keep tagging each other and kicking and they did that with triple suplexes, the match would not last long because somebody would be damn near dead from like 12, 15, 18 triple suplexes, German suplexes. It would not be good. It would not be good.
I like them two guys. Like, yes, they won the tag titles, and they still try to one up one another, you know, with the chops, with the German suplex, whatever. But
yeah, they weren't friends. They weren't friends. I mean, they grew a level of respect for each other, but they weren't friends.
Yeah,
but they got the job done, and that was what mattered.
Strap, what are your thoughts on this right here?
It was great.
And that's all we need to know.
It was amazing. It was 5 stars.
Yeah. This match hella mattered.
Yeah, I mean, it was an incredible match because, especially considering what it was following. I mean, you know what? Always have Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit follow a Triple H match, and you're going to get 5 stars every single time because they would do this in the Royal Rumble in a couple of months. But the thing I wanted to just point out the most was how hot the crowd was the entire time.
Yes.
They exploded for this match, and they loved because they were so over. Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle, that chemistry was just so magnetic to the fans that it was just the hottest act on the show. And Edge and Rey Mysterio, I'm not trying not to downplay them in any single way, but they were just the right partners for that kinetic energy that Benoit and Angle had. And the the slight controversy I mentioned vaguely before was just back when I was reading the Pro Wrestling Torch with editor Wade Keller. I was on the message boards, and he gave it like 5 stars. He thought it was a great match. I was like, I'm gonna buy the DVD just to watch that match, and he deleted it off the message board. Controversy follows me everywhere. But anyway. Great, excellent match. Totally worth your time. Definitely.
Definitely. All right, well, after this, we have Trish Stratus defending her women's championship against Victoria. We haven't talked much about Victoria. Platinum, you want to give a rundown on who she is?
Victoria used to be one of Godfather's hoes, but
yes.
She's a trained wrestler. She did a lot of her career was mainly in TNA. That's where you really seen the bulk of Victoria, aka Tara. I think that's what her name was.
Yeah, Tara.
Yes.
Man, the Black Widow, she was a beast back in the days, and this match said a lot. A lot of the women weren't really trained as well as she was, but oof, this girl can go, man. I tell you that much.
Yeah.
Yes, and Trish, she looked good in the ring. She came a long way from her debut, in 1999 as well. You can't really say that they didn't really value the women because this is like a new chapter in the women's wrestling. Like, yes, you had later on in the years give divas a chance, but they had their time. Yeah, 2 women's matches on this show, and these women, they put a lot of heart into it. It just wasn't about the sex appeal at the time. They actually worked.
Yeah.
And Victoria, she's good. She's actually a good wrestler. She kicked out the chick kick, and Trish goes for the Stratus faction, but she missed and turned into a roll up, and she got the win.
Yeah,
I sworn Trish kicked her, and that was it.
No, she won via a roll up. She won via a really tight roll up.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. Both of them debuted in 2000.
Oh. So
both of them did.
2-3 years in, and they're already
both of them. Yeah.
Just as good as Kurt Angle.
They're both having a damn good match. I mean, at that point, their match is better than Tori and Dawn Marie.
Definitely.
That's for sure.
And both Tori and Dawn Marie are in the business longer than these two at the time.
That is true. But I got to give those girls a little bit of leeway because they weren't trained for wrestling in the beginning.
Absolutely.
Eye candy and managerial spots. The other
Absolutely.
girls, they came in, they're like, no, we're coming here to wrestle. We're not here to look cute and just be eye candy. Especially Trish, which is so surprising. Like, she knew what she was getting into, and she really put in the work. And she was like, I'm not just going to be some blonde that you're just going to like stare at. I'm going to be a worker.
And I mean, that's how they brought her in with TNA. So they brought her in that way. But she still put in the work to become a damn fine wrestler. And Victoria from the jump, Victoria's just been that damn good in the ring.
Yeah.
So despite the intro, which I'm always expecting to hear the theme that she ran with in her later runs at WWE. So to hear whatever music that was playing, I was just like, what is that?
Yeah.
But
I also want to talk about the aftermath because you don't see a lot of that anymore. Like, it was almost like a UFC style where the guys are like, taking the fighter off the other person after they already beat the hell out of them. It's like, the match is over. Push them off the way. You don't see that a lot. I mean, granted, the referee's normally not bigger than most of the other wrestlers when they're pulling them apart. But I saw that. I was like, oh, I like that. That's a little bit of element of like a little realism that they don't show enough of.
Well, I mean, she did kick her straight in the jaw after she was like, she's holding up the title. She turned right into a kick right in her jaw. So yeah, I'm happy that the referee wasn't just looking at her like, hey, don't do that. That he actually got involved. And I agree with you. Refs, I mean, these refs can put their bodies on the line to kind of at least get in between people, trip them up, take them down or something. Not have 18 people come and do this. And then they still manage to go in there and do whatever they're going to do anyway. So, that whole premise of Trish was celebrating her victory and just caught a foot right in the mouth. It was funny to me. I was like, oh, I guess this isn't over.
Yeah, she kicked the hell out of her. Like, damn.
Like that was solid. But yeah. I see Strap may be thinking of something. He may not be thinking of something. He might be thinking of nothing.
It's main event time, Dom.
It's main event time. All right, let's
He's thinking of nothing, in other words.
Yes.
I'm hungry.
Yep.
You going to Wawa's after this?
For food.
Oh, Wawa.
Who's going to Wawa?
Longest show of all time.
All right. Main event time.
Main event time.
Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker inside Hell in a Cell. This just wasn't for a title. This was a war. We have a young and unstoppable Brock Lesnar, a rookie at this time, going against the vet, The Undertaker. Both men, they're bleeding buckets, refusing to quit. BDC, I know you are a Taker guy. I know this match matters to all of us. My question is for you but did you know that this is the moment that Brock was like, oh, this is the moment that Brock was going to be the guy from this match right here?
Oddly enough, I always had a suspicion that he was going to be literally the next big thing. This match solidified it in so many ways, though. I mean, he got into what they call the Devil's Playground. He got into Hell in the Cell with Taker. Yeah, Taker had a broken hand with a very questionable cast. But, knew Taker was going to use that as a weapon. He had Paul Heyman, but Paul Heyman could do really not a whole lot from outside the ring. And Brock went in there and he put it on Taker. When Taker wasn't dominating, because Taker was dominating early, but once Brock started to take over, Brock took over. And you just, that solidified that dude is about to be, he's about to be a big name for a long time. You just knew it. There was nothing about him that said, "Oh, if I could take Taker down like this, who's going to stop me? Who's going to stop me?" And that has been the question ever since, especially this Beast Incarnate version of him now. He's taking down the biggest that they had to offer back then. Who's going to take him down now?
Brock was a unique character. He was very unique when he made that debut, jumping from the crowd. And who's the first one you take out? The Hardy Boys.
Oh, you remember the double power bomb on Spike?
Ooh, yeah. Ooh,
Jesus.
Yeah.
I remember that he ate that chair shot from Jeff Hardy.
Oof.
Yeah.
Clean.
I believe he came in during a hardcore match featuring Al Snow and Maven, and probably Spike Dudley. But,
I care about Maven.
I think he wrestled the Hardys at the Backlash pay-per-view, so that's where that came from.
Okay.
Brock was it. Brock was that guy. To see if he's going to be that guy, you had to go against the guy, the dead man, the Undertaker. And Brock entered the cell first. No intimidation. Taker comes in with that fucked up cast he had on his hand. But but Taker in the beginning of the match, he was bringing the pain to Brock Lesnar. He really was.
Oh yeah.
He was showing Brock that this is his yard right here. He did this leg drop off the top rope or knee drop. It was terrible. He was like holding on to the cell and the knee drop, and it just looked bad. But Paul Heyman, he's trying to interfere. He's swiping his hands. You trying to get the Undertaker. He had no luck. Hits Paul Heyman with a big boot. This man, he's busted open. Brock eventually takes the chair. He bashes Undertaker's cast, and he ripped the cast off. Oh, my God. Brock takes the stairs, rams in Undertaker's face. Taker, bloodied.
Yep.
Bloodied.
Yep.
It's crazy because I really don't remember that much blood in the Ruthless Aggression era like this. But 3 guys like this, all busted open like this, it was crazy because, nowadays the refs got the black gloves in their back pocket and they stopping the match. But,
yeah,
it was crazy.
I think we underestimate just how hilarious Undertaker having Paul Heyman by his tie and pulling him into the cage was. That was hilarious. I'm looking like, he's got his tie. What is he going to do? Pushes him off, yanks him as hard as he can, right back into the... Mm-hmm. That shit was hilarious. Then, I guess that was Paul Heyman's belt that he put around that cast. And he proceeded to beat the shit out of the cast with the... he beat the shit out of the cast. I was like, damn. But yeah, all of that to get it off. And yeah, I mean, that match was rough. It was hard hitting. It was everything you would expect a Brock Lesnar match would be and everything you would expect a Taker match would be. You just would not expect that this would be the type of match they would put on each other because they really wore each other out. They wore each other out. And, I mean, notice, we talked about the entire match. We didn't talk about that bullshit storyline anymore. Great. But yeah, it was like the match didn't need the storyline to be this good. It didn't need it. Which still makes no sense why the storyline was out there to begin with. I'm sure there was some reason that it led to all of this, but the storyline was trash. And it didn't need it for this match. And I mean, ultimately, they would have matches down the road where they did more of the same to each other.
Think about it. 13 years later, they had the same match. Different Undertaker, though. Different Brock Lesnar.
Different Brock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think about it. This match overshadowed the damn storyline. Because who honestly remembers this damn storyline? We remember the match, not the storyline.
No.
Listen. Nobody remembers the storyline. Nobody remembers the woman who claimed it. Hell, nobody remembers the wife he had at the time. No one remembers anything about the storyline. It was all about the match.
I remember Sarah.
I don't. And I'm a Taker guy now. I
Sarah
don't.
Undertaker's go home promo. Go ahead.
Had it on his neck. Tattooed on.
And then it was gone.
Yeah, I was like, wait, didn't you have? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, but
it made it on live TV. It never made it into the 2K games.
Yeah, that's
Then you have like it was like
they had it
wire type shit around the neck.
They removed it. They removed it from the game. They removed it before it ever even made it to the game.
Oh wow!
It was never in the game.
He never put like BSK there instead, or did he put
No.
it on his stomach?
That's on his stomach.
BSK is on his stomach. But I think what they did was they just removed the name and they left it. Some years they left it bare. Some years they tried to put a pattern there, but for the most part, the name was never there.
Okay.
2K24 it says slut.
That was a layup. That was a layup. John was waiting for that one.
I love talking about Undertaker's Mickey Mouse tattoos and his 20-pound head.
Wow. Strap, what are your thoughts on this match right here? This Hell in a Cell match between Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker.
I really wasn't looking forward to it at all.
You say you wasn't?
No, I wasn't, because these aren't two guys I like to see paired together. Especially considering the matchup they had last month, and I just remember my feelings from that match, which was kind of like, that was the finish? Man, that freaking sucked. So I never saw the follow up, and so it just lives in my head that the last time I saw them in this era was, that sucked. So they followed it. They finished, because that match was a setup for this month's Hell in a Cell. And, you're talking about, they meet up 15 years later or something. No, they met the very next year in a biker chain match at No Mercy again. God. Just repetitive, same old shit. I'm sure the match is fine also. But that being said, having watched this match, I thought it was a really great match, actually. It was everything you guys have probably already said. But it did change my opinion on it. I thought it was very well done. An excellent Hell in a Cell match. An excellent match by these two. And just like BDC was mentioning, maybe they also realized how dumb this stupid storyline was. So they had a match and they're like, you know what? We know the storyline's kind of lame. Let's knock it out of the park. And it just makes me want to think of all the other kind of matches where, like, the storyline support isn't that good, but we're going to make the match kick ass. So I'm sure that's happened many times over the course of history. But so in the end, I did really enjoy this match. It did change my opinion, my previous opinion and thoughts of it. So good job to Brock and Undertaker.
Well, what about you?
Yeah, I gotta agree with you, man. I was thinking the same thing with John. I'm like, great, another Brock and Taker match. I've seen so many of them. I was like, whatever. I don't care no more. But the brutality, it was what I want in a Hell in a Cell. Like, that's the type of matches I want to see. I don't want to see like a regular match with no real violence. I mean, this is a brawl. You're in the Devil's Playground. You're gonna go in for a brawl, not no kiddie fight. Like, you really are gonna be fighting in there. So it gave me everything I wanted. Were there spots where I was just like, you didn't need to do all that, but the rest of the match was just spot on, fine with me, and I loved it. Because Hell in a Cell, like they said from the beginning, it's the Devil's Playground, and it's you got what you wanted, man. The devil was a demon that night.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, he just met the wrong one.
He put him over.
Yeah. Yep, he sure did.
And to second the whole this match was the match that made him the man. I honestly felt like when he beat Rock, that was one of those turning points. Was like, oh wow, like a guy so young getting the belt so early. I was like, especially Rock of all people. But maybe you was right. I was thinking about it now, as you say, is like, I think Undertaker, because of all the prestige he has and, you know, his stamp of approval, and he is truly the locker room leader. If he's really putting you over like this, then yeah, you really are meant to be the guy. Especially if he's like, yeah, I got you. So
yeah, it was as clean as it could be.
Yeah, think about it like this: The Rock had a solid 4 years before he went to Hollywood, and then he became that part-time guy. So Brock needed this win over The Undertaker.
Yeah,
that's for sure. Because The Rock, like I said, he had this 4 years, and he left, came back, and on and off every couple months. He had a few matches there, but Taker nonstop. Taker is Mr. WWE, Mr. WrestleMania, all that.
Yep, especially at this point.
This right here, this was definitely probably like the highest achievement for Brock Lesnar right here, I would have to say.
All within a year, too.
All within a year, because everybody knew The Rock was going to leave at SummerSlam, after SummerSlam 2002, greatest SummerSlam of all time, to go shoot another movie, The Scorpion King, Mummy Returns, whatever it was, whatever. And that's why they was booing him.
Machete.
Yeah, that bullshit he was speaking. Yeah, whatever that shit he was saying, whatever. But yeah, the fans, they were already like, all right, I'm tired of this dude, keep on leaving. They like Brock. Brock was believable. He's real.
He was a beast.
The beast. Next big thing.
Beast is not even the word. A guy that big should not be moving like he's a cruiserweight.
No.
That's insane. And I think JBL says in his podcast all the time, like, if we were getting attacked by aliens, let's clone Brock Lesnar like a million times and see what happens. Because that guy's just going to pick somebody up and just maul him.
Yep.
Because they'll probably like, this guy. And like, oh, shit.
Yeah, especially at this time, like, the Beast Incarnate version of him is just straight evil at times. He don't give a shit. But this version of him, it almost seemed like at times his power is unlimited.
I agree.
Like, he does things, you're looking at him like, how the fuck did he just do that? Mm-hmm. And it just seems like he's just pulling from an endless well of power.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just mind-boggling to imagine at his age back then what he was able to do to some of the best that the WWE had to offer at that time. And I get it. Yeah, it's scripted. You got to this, that, and the other. I get all of that. But at the end of the day, he has a level of power that at that time in hell, even now, is not really heard of.
I think, honestly, Brock is one of those guys that you put him in.
He's an anomaly.
Era. Yeah, you put him in any era, and you're like, he fits.
Yeah.
Any single era in pro wrestling.
He's going to fit, and he's going to dominate it.
Yeah.
He just is. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah, it's just, you can't deny it.
All right, so I got a question for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you all got? 2002 Brock Lesnar or modern day Brock
Lesnar? So
regular match?
I'm going to have to go with mindset over matter. Mindset over matter. Mindset would be this version of Brock.
2002?
2002?
No,
My
current
Lord.
version of Brock. Yeah, because like I said, mindset over matter.
Yeah.
Because this version of Brock Lesnar is fully aware of what that Brock Lesnar can do. But that version of Brock Lesnar does not have a clue as to how mentally dominating this version of Brock Lesnar is.
Yeah.
This version of Brock Lesnar will fuck your head up before he even gets in the ring with you.
That's true.
And once your mind is fucked, the rest of you's going with it. And he's got about 100 million suplexes for that.
It's so true. Oh boy.
What about you, Strap? What you got?
Yeah, the modern day Brock Lesnar. And we're not talking about healing abilities because the youth is wasted on the young. But modern day Brock would know so much, and even if a 3-year-old Brock Lesnar comes out a 45-year-old Brock, I mean, he might get a good head start on him, but the new current Cowboy Brock would take him down eventually with all the knowledge he has, because that's what the wrestling history is all about. You take these guys, you look at them when they're babies and who they are today. It's kind of like, man, they would just rip the old guy. They could rip the young one apart very easily sometimes.
Yeah.
Unless you're Kurt Angle and you're a broken man. What of a broken man?
Yeah, so I would have to say modern day Brock as well.
Yeah.
He knows what to do. He knows what to do. And like I said, he don't get paid by the hour anymore. So he's going to come in, do what he got to do, and go back to Montana or where the hell he's at.
Go back to Sable. He's going to go back to Sable.
And disable Sable.
Disable Sable. Lord.
John said it. Not me.
T-shirts.
I'm good, Rock.
T-shirts.
Yeah.
Brock, I'm good, right? We're good. I think
You'll never meet Brock.
that's fine.
Somebody get a picture of Brock out of 4 of us.
That's never gonna happen.
Good man.
Yeah.
John be the one. Hey, I remember you. You're that guy.
Brock would kill you before you get a picture with him.
You're that guy. You make steaks.
Tajiri.
Oh, yeah.
You say Tajiri.
Tajiri.
Oh man. Well, you know what,
SmackDown
BDC?
number 1 announcer, Strapfax.
Strapfax, yes. BDC, hell of a show though. BDC, hell of a show. This show definitely does matter.
Indeed.
I like this show. I dig 2002. I dig this time period right here, and it's definitely bring me back. And good choice.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that.
This show matters.
Indeed.
But next week is my choice. Since it's Halloween season, we gotta do a Halloween Havoc.
Ooh.
But I'm gonna take it back to 1989.
God damn! Oh, sorry.
Yes, not gonna be 98. It's gonna be 89. BDC. It's gonna be 89. We talked about previous 89 WCW shows. I'm like, I kind of want to see this show. Plus, this was like a top 5 WCW Halloween Havoc right here, and I'm gonna run through the card right now. In our opening match, we have a 6-man tag team match. We have the Samoan SWAT team of Fatu, the Samoan Savage, and Samu taking on the Midnight Express of Bobby Eaton, Stan Lane, and Platinum's boy, Dr. Death, Steve Williams.
Really?
That's your opening match. Actually, I take it back. That was the second match. I missed the first match.
Don't.
Don't. The first match. The first match is Tom Zink and Mike Rotunda.
Never mind. The first match was the first one you said.
The second match is that tag team match I just mentioned.
Yeah, I need that brick right there.
After this, we have Tommy Rich taking on the Cuban Assassin.
Are you an Athethan? Or are you an errand boy?
The guy shopping at the Tampa Armory again?
All right, after this, for the World Tag Team Championship, the NWA Tag Team Championship, we have the dynamic dudes of Shane Douglas and Johnny Ace taking on the Fabulous Freebirds of Michael P.S. Hayes and Jimmy Garvin.
Okay.
You want to see some Shane Douglas? You want to see people power? You want to see this match right here?
Nah, I don't care for these two. Just care about Freebird.
All right. Well, after this, we have another tag team match. We have
USA
Doom of Ron Simmons and Butch Reed taking on the Steiner brothers of Rick and Scott Steiner.
Damn.
Yep.
I'm gonna light this match right there.
If you guys remember, there was a woman that we don't know who pulled the leg and caused the Steiners their match. Check the archives.
Yes.
Last WCW show we talked about.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah. All right. Our next match is for the NWA United States Heavyweight Championship. We have Brian Pillman taking on Lex Luger.
That actually might be a decent match.
And after this, we have another tag team match. We have the Skyscrapers of Sid Vicious, our boy,
yes,
Dan
sir.
Spivey, taking on the Road Warriors of Hawk and Animal.
What a rush! Yes.
Okay.
I know what I'm doing.
I see. I see the tag matches just taking this one over. Continue on.
All I know is I see a natural disaster coming.
Damn right. And our main event is a Thunderdome match where our special guest referee are Bruno Sammartino. We have Ric Flair and Sting taking on Terry Funk and the Great Muta.
The Great Funk.
The Great
Funk.
Wasn't the last show was like the Great Dick or something like that?
Yeah, that's with Dick Slater and Muta.
You know, this reminds me of Dom.
What does it remind you, Strap?
I mean, we've been doing a lot of No Mercies and a lot of shows and a lot of things, and you bringing this show back, a follow up to, I believe, it was a Clash of the Champions. I wasn't
Clash of the Champions, yeah, 89. Fall Brawl.
It's like Tony Khan bringing up a match that had angles booked a year ago that you totally forgot about, and we're gonna finish it now.
Yeah.
Sounds like
I'm not interested anymore.
Sounds like the first 4 months of Nitro.
That's a gold era.
Wow.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Halloween Havoc 1989. My choice. Closing out the month of October. Yes. Woo! Well, that wraps up No Mercy 2002. This show had a little bit of everything. You had your storytelling, you had blood, you had some tag team magic, but most and foremost, you had ruthless aggression. Yeah. This is a good time in pro wrestling. Shout out to BDC for picking this classic. This show was hot. And you know what? Thank you guys for, being a part, as always. Platino Strap and BDC. This is a good-ass show. Fans, we want to hear y'all thoughts. Write in the comments. Let us know, what's your favorite match or moment of No Mercy 2002? Remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment. That's what we do. Next week, Halloween Havoc 1989. Then we're going to bring more heat in the month of November. It's Survivor Series season. You already know what that means. We might get a potential War Games. We might get one. But we're going to see. But until then, I'm Notorious One. I am Dom. I'm here with BDC. I'm here with Poppy Platinum. I'm here with Strap Facts. And we will see y'all next week. Boom.
Better Evolution. Dawn Marie, Tori Wilson.
Dawn Marie and them triplets.
Thank you.